to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the move, it's Maffa. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Makes the grab on the left. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Maffa. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the 3rd down aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
On the return, it's Acha. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wide out in motion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. That's caught. It's Thompson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40, the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Got his man quickly. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. He rifles one deep down the middle. And that pass is intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Clemson 7, Oklahoma 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Maffa. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback will audible. Motion from the offense. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Coming out with it, it's Burks. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Open space at the 25. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Running behind that left side. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Arnold. Feeling some heat. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
Well, they tried to catch the defense napping. They're 3rd and short on their own side of the 50, and everyone's thinking run. They go pass, but the defense wasn't fooled, so the QB's just got to throw that one away.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Quarterback checking the play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense,
nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got loose, it was all over. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Burks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some...
Sends it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's second down. To the air, it's Arnold. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
He wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown Sooners!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half will keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. This defense will try to keep everything in front. The receiver on the jet sweep. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming.
Of the first half, with the score, Clemson 21.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway.
Set to kick this low.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, looking to throw. Using the quick game. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Takes the handoff. It's Barnes. At the 45, on his way. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Movement here from the tight end. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. On third down, going up top. Looking down the middle. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick, He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Fires into the end zone and swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, we know down here when you're throwing into the end zone, the windows are so small. Ball gets tipped like that, there are a lot of defenders lurking around. QB's lucky that one wasn't picked.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at 3.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
And the Sooners want to move quickly. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Yeah, and they got stuffed on 1st and goal, and they said, let's go to Old Faithful. Like, let's get the quarterback under center, run quarterback sneak, make this defense stop me. It's such a hard play to stop, and the offense gets the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. Touchdown, Sooners! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Here's the handoff. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. He's going to pass. He's going to take off. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Clemson is quick to the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. No huddle offense to the line. To the air, it's Klubnik. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Easy completion on the shuffle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Clemson jumps to the line. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Clemson. They move on top here in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback checking off. Fast motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Off play action on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. And back to the air on 2nd down. Gonna try to get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Sooners are on the move. Looking for space, it's Barnes. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside give. Still running at the 40. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Line getting set on second down. They'll go right back to it. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Dances away from the heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll throw it on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. To throw, it's Arnold. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown Sooners! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pocket starts to collapse. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.